What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to Some Dungeon Defenders 2. Today I kind of wanted to take a quick moment and talk about extreme builder basics, and it all begins with all of your defenses, and all of your heroes with that matter, with shards. Shards are the building block of every single defense and every single DPS hero in the game, and it's crucial to have the right shards in slot. Now, I get the questions day after day after day of what shards to use in this tower, what shards to use in that tower, and there's really only one answer all the way around, and that is the super trifecta of shards that can go very first thing into every single damaging defense in the game, and that would be in the order that you receive them: Destruction in Chaos 1, Deadly Strikes from Chaos 3, and Defense Rate from Chaos 4. These are three of the most important shards of the game, and you will find yourself using these three shards over and over and over again. Now, the reason I say you always, no matter what the damaging defense is, start with these three shards, if this is one of your DPS towers, this is your basic building block. So let's take a look at a few defenses. First off, these are gilded shards. Eventually, you're going to want to get your shards gilded, as long-term, the benefit you get from a gilded shard is going to outweigh a regular shard many times over, and in the case of like Deadly Strikes or Defense Rate, in many cases it is going to free up a mod slot for you, as you just won't need to stack an additional range or an additional defense rate in that tower as a mod. So we're looking at the Skyguard tower here. We start off with our super trifecta of Destruction, Deadly Strikes, and Defense Rate, and we take a look at what we have. Now, of course, with Skyguard towers, one of our biggest concerns is range. We want the flyers to start getting hit as far out as possible, so we definitely, without a doubt, want to keep that range shard in place. Now, Destruction is the base building block, and it starts off in Chaos 1, so this is the first really good shard you're going to get when you start playing the game. It straight up gives you more defense power. That is just a win. So that shard, without a doubt, would stay in position. Now, as far as overall DPS, it's tough to find anything better than Defense Rate. Of course, if your towers are attacking more frequently, they're putting out more damage every single second that they're out there. So in this example with the Skyguard tower, the super trifecta of shards here is exactly where I would stop. Now, taking a look over, say, at these flame auras, I basically did the same thing, but I've got the improved version, and that is, instead of Destruction, I'm using Mass Destruction. But it goes back to the three basic shards, which are Destruction, Deadly Strikes, and Defense Rate. Once again, another setup where these shards, for me personally, are without a doubt the best in slot. Now let's continue on along to another really popular defense and take a look at the Hornet's Nest from the Dryad. Now, of course, we want to start off with that super trifecta of shards, so let's go ahead and get those Hornet's Nests set up with a Destruction, a Deadly Strikes, and a Defense Rate, and we'll take a look at them. Now, one thing about the Hornet's Nest, they have an extremely large natural range. Now, with that in mind, we're getting great DPS out of these bees themselves. However, we don't necessarily need the extra range from Deadly Strikes, as when we look at the tower without it, it's still just got really, really impressive range on it. So with that being said, we can go with even more power. So instead of using Deadly Strikes, we can go ahead and pop in something like Vampiric Empowerment or any other damaging shard to these bees to increase their overall effectiveness. Now, of course, play with these, choose your own setup, swap shards in and out. However, for a new player to the game, your goal should be to set as many defenses up as you can with that super trifecta of shards, which once again is Destruction, Deadly Strikes, and Defense Rate. You literally can put these in every damaging defense in the game and win matches that you come up with. Now, of course, as you learn more about the game and you develop your defenses and you want to pick specific uses for each one of these defenses, you may decide to swap one of these out. However, as far as just a generic go-to, this is going to get the job done for you. So hopefully this helps you out, particularly if you're newer to the wonderful world of Dungeon Defenders, as these are the shards that you're looking for, and this is where you should really begin your grind. If you are going to farm anything in the game at all as a new player, you want it to be shards, and you want it to be one of these three. So once again, thank you very much for watching. I hope this does help you understand some of the builder basics. And click that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. I will, without a doubt, be back soon with more Dungeon Defenders 2. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.